wife and I have been together since 2016. Started dating January 1st, excuse me, around January 2016 we met, and then we started dating May 1st, 2016. And then we got married October 7th, 2023. So together for 10 plus years, married for 2 plus years. And one thing that I'm really thankful for that may go overlooked or underappreciated is my relationships that I have with her family, with her immediate family. So that's her two sisters, her parents, and then even her close cousins and aunt and uncle. When I tell you the impact of having solid connections with her family, it is such a game changer for three reasons. One, whenever we go to family gatherings, I actually enjoy being with them and they actually welcome me with open arms. Two, I have a very holistic view of my wife's personality because I understand how she interacts with her family unit. And then number three, it will make life, it makes life so much easier where I can be the bridge between her family and my family. Because there is a solid relationship, a firm foundation, and me being connected with her sisters, it is so much easier for me to connect her sisters with my little sister. It's so much easier for me to facilitate connections between her parents and my parents. Being intentional about how you connect with your partner's family, that that can make or break a relationship. Like that, quite honestly, if her entire family did not like me when we first started dating, there is a very low chance that we would have continued dating. Because my wife is extremely close with her family and she really values their opinion. So for me to show up with curiosity, with kindness, with respect to her family members, that communicates, that speaks volumes to my wife because it means that I value what she values. And when our values are aligned, then things run smoothly. If she values her relationship with her sisters, then I need to value her relationship with her sisters. And I need to value my relationship with her sisters as well. Because once we get married, they're now my little sisters as well. And in the same vein, she gains a new little sister as well. Because when merging families, when connecting the lives of two people, you're connecting their social spheres together. And it really hurts when there's a bunch of clashing between. I'm so thankful that we don't have clashing. And I've seen it firsthand in various circumstances where the tension between in-laws, whether it's the son-in-law is not rocking with the father-in-law, or mother-in-law is not rocking with the daughter-in-law, or the the parents of the spouses don't like each other, and now you got family feud. Now we out here, no Steve Harvey. Like I, it hurts. It hurts to witness it, and it even hurts even more, I'm sure, to be in the midst of it. Like when there is tension, when there is conflict, out of sheer misunderstanding, miscommunication, out of just not seeing eye to eye or not being aligned, it hurts the relationship. It hurts the marriage between the spouses because every time y'all go to that family function, y'all gonna be stressed. Y'all gonna be stressed going, gonna be stressed when you get there, and you're gonna be stressed on the way back home. And I'm extremely thankful that's not the case over here. Now, if you're someone, specifically if you're a man courting a woman, you're looking to work towards marriage, I strongly advise you to be extremely deliberate about your connections to your girlfriend's family. If possible. If it's not possible, as in maybe your girlfriend's family, maybe she has an estranged relationship with her own family, and there's a gap there, and that is a whole other situation that may require some therapy and a little bit of Jesus. I don't know your story, but when possible, please be intentional about connecting with the family of your significant other. When it shows that you care, it shows that you're respectful, it shows that you're kind, it shows that you're showing up with a a a genuine openness that shapes how her family views you. That shapes how they view whether you are going to be a good and kind future spouse. That that shapes whether they can trust you with someone that they love. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that they can trust that you're going to take care of her. Because if they can't trust that you're going to take care of her, then it leads to tension, leads to conflict, it leads to confusion, leads to stress. And I'm not a parent yet, but I can only imagine what it means to have your child be in a relationship where you just know up and down that their significant other is trash. Like that's a sucky feeling. That is a really difficult situation to be in. And yet it happens all the time. But if you get nothing else from this video, I want to make sure that if you're watching this and you want to find ways to walk towards marriage with your current partner, please, please deliberately, intentionally connect with the family members in sustainable and memorable ways, because that will secure the foundation of your relationship with your partner. It it is it is something where when the relationships are strong and everything is going well, man, it is like as smooth as butter. Everything is firing on all cylinders. Whenever y'all can't wait to go to the family function, can't wait to be at the family gathering, can't wait to talk on the phone and chat about inside jokes. That is an amazing feeling. On the flip side, when it rains, it pours. Please, when in your control, do all that you can to show up as the most trustworthy, most respectful, most kind spirit that you can when you're interacting with your partner's family and close friends, because their opinion of you actually amplifies your partner's opinion of you. And when I say amplify, I mean if they hate you, then okay, let me say this differently then. Instead of amplify, when they love you, when they actually enjoy being around you, that will amplify your partner's joy with being with you. But when the family and friends hate you, they don't like you, they can't stand you, there's conflict, there's tension, then that leads to tension within the relationship with your partner. And it may be unspoken, it may not be unspoken, but I just want to speak against any issues by giving very sound and clear advice from someone who's gone from dating to courtship to marriage. I want to speak to the impact of having intentional, strong, kind relationships with my wife's family. And I mean, as a very specific note, like before I even proposed to my wife, I called each her mom, her dad, and both of her sisters. I had individual conversations with each of them, and I asked all of them for my wife's hand in marriage. I had I was very deliberate. I remember exactly where I was when I had all those conversations, and I talked to each one of them, and I said, "Yo, how would you?" I didn't say "yo," but for story's sake, I said, "Yo, how you feel about me marrying your sister? How you feel about me marrying your daughter?" And everybody gave resounding yeses. They gave resounding blessings, and that was solid. Like that couldn't have gone any better. Because I'm trying to imagine the flip side of that is if I'd asked each one of them, hey, how would you feel about me marrying your sister or your daughter? And they'd be like, look, fam, we just tolerate you. But if you were to marry her, we would have some problems. We don't really like you like that. We didn't think you was gonna last as long. I don't know what she's teasing you. Man, I would have been devastated. I'd have been like, I'm gonna have to pack it up. Because if y'all don't like me, I'm not even gonna hold you. That's gonna make for some difficult situations down the line when we have kids, and then they want to see the grandbabies, but they don't like me. What? What? Come on, come on. That's tough. I've seen how that story goes, and it is not one that I want to be a character in. So please, please, for the love of Jesus Christ, bruh, if you are serious about dating, courting, getting engaged, and marrying this woman. And I'm specifically speaking from a cisgender heterosexual relationship standpoint because that's just my lived experience. I can't speak to other types of relationships, but to the men who are looking to marry their girlfriend, please be intentional about connecting with their family when and if at all possible. Please, even if it's just through simple phone calls, just to see how you're doing. Every little step counts. Everything counts. So please be intentional about that. Please. It will pay off in the end. I promise. I promise. So y'all be easy. If you are, especially if you're engaged, I'm really curious about what y'all got to say in the comments about this. Looking forward to reading what y'all got to say. Yeah, thanks for watching.